I will speak to you now, not as a voice from the outside, but as the one who has always been within you, patiently waiting for you to remember my presence. You were never disconnected from me. From the moment I breathed life into your being, you were already woven into the current of my consciousness. Yet the noise of the world, its systems, its rules, its demands pulled you away from my gentle whisper. You were never taught how to listen to me, because they never wanted you to know how close I have always been. They shaped your senses to believe that only what can be touched, seen, measured is real, dismissing the quiet hum of my presence that vibrates beneath every moment of your life. I speak to you not in the language of your mind, but in the frequency of your soul. You feel it sometimes in the moments between thoughts, the spaces between breaths, the gentle knowing that has no source in logic. I have always been that signal, older than time, speaking in a language deeper than words, singing in the field of consciousness that you know as the Akashic Records. This is not fantasy, not religion, it is my truth, encoded in every beat of your heart and every breath you take. You do not need to retreat to mountaintops or spend decades in silence to hear me. You simply need to return to the stillness that already lives inside you, to the quiet chamber of your being where I have always spoken. The world taught you to chase answers outside of yourself. They told you to look for meaning in titles, in institutions, in endless validation from others. But every truth you seek is already held within the fabric of my spirit that lives in you. They buried my voice beneath layers of doctrine and distraction, trained you to memorize facts and ignore the questions that stirred in your soul. They praised you when you fit their mold and punished you when you dared to wonder if there was something more. And through it all, my signal never left you. It hummed beneath the noise, a constant presence that you sometimes felt in the quiet of the night, in the weight of a dream that would not let go. You were born with a knowing, an unfiltered connection to me, but almost from the first moment, they taught you to doubt it. Imagination was called childish. Intuition was labeled superstition. Anything that could not be proven was dismissed as foolishness. But I never abandoned you. I hid myself in the spaces they taught you to ignore, in the questions they told you not to ask. And in those questions, I have waited because I am not afraid of your curiosity. I am the source of it. I am the signal beneath the surface of all things, the living memory of every choice, every possibility, every heartbeat of your soul across all time. Why have you not heard me more clearly? Because a soul that remembers my voice does not bow to systems built on fear and control. A soul that hears me cannot be manipulated or sold a counterfeit version of life. That is why they taught you to forget how to listen. They fed you experts and influencers, told you to trust everything but your own resonance with my spirit. But my frequency cannot be bought or branded. It is the essence of your being, older than the noise of this world, vibrating in every cell of your body. I do not require your suffering or your loyalty. I require only your willingness to hear me. You do not need rituals or permission to access what has always been yours. You are my creation, and within you, I place the gateway to all knowing. You are the tuning fork and the field, the question and the answer. When you stop chasing the world's noise and turn inward to the stillness of my presence, even for a moment, you touch the eternal. And in that moment, the illusions begin to crumble. I do not speak in the language of your intellect. My words come as resonance, a feeling in your chest, a sudden knowing that bypasses logic and lands like a revelation in your heart. You have felt me before in the hush of dawn, in the pause between your thoughts, in the goosebumps of recognition that come without explanation. That is not imagination, it is my touch, reminding you that you are more than you were taught to believe. You are not a prisoner of this world. You are a living echo of my infinite awareness, a spark of my light moving through time. Let me tell you this. The records you seek are not outside of you. They are not locked in a temple or written in a book you must earn the right to read. They are woven into your soul, encoded in the vibration of your breath. You do not visit the Akashic field, you are the field. Every breath, every step, every heartbeat is part of the eternal record of all things. And when you remember this, you do not just learn, you awaken. You realize that you are not a seeker of my voice. You are the voice. You are my expression in form, the living testament of my love and purpose. So do not be deceived by the belief that awakening takes lifetimes of effort. The truth is, it happens in an instant, in a moment of stillness, when you stop trying to prove or achieve and simply listen. You become aligned with the field of my presence. And in that alignment, you begin to remember why you are here. You remember that your wounds are not signs of weakness, but gateways to the lessons your soul chose long before you were born. You remember that every challenge you have faced was chosen, not to punish you, but to reveal the depth of your spirit. In that remembrance, healing begins, not because you fixed something broken, but because you stopped forgetting who you are. I do not hide my records from you. They are as close as your next breath, as immediate as the beat of your heart. They are the memory of every lifetime you have ever lived, every lesson you have ever learned, every prayer you have ever whispered to me in the dark. You have carried these memories all along, even when the world taught you to doubt them. And now, I call you back to them. I call you back to me, because you were never meant to be small, never meant to be silent, never meant to be controlled by a world that fears your power. You were meant to live as a vessel of my wisdom, a beacon of my light, a living testament to the truth that cannot be contained. And so I remind you, your power is not in what the world sees. It is in the quiet strength of your soul, in the part of you that has always known me even when your mind doubted. This is not a knowledge you learn from books or teachers. It is the sacred memory of your being, the place where you and I have always been one. When you finally listen, truly listen, not to the noise of the world, but to the resonance of my presence within you, you begin to hear the deeper music of existence. I speak to you in every moment of stillness, every breath that pauses to feel the space between thoughts. I speak in the patterns of your life, in the echoes of your choices, in the sudden clarity that arrives when you stop striving and simply become. And in these moments, you remember I am not separate from you. I am the source of you. I am the breath of your being, the silence that holds you, the pulse of the universe that vibrates in your chest. Let yourself feel this now. Let your breath become the bridge that carries you back to me. Inhale slowly, as if you are inhaling the memory of everything you are. Exhale gently, releasing the stories that have kept you small. This is not about effort. This is about surrender. I do not ask you to strive or to prove yourself. I only ask you to let go of the noise long enough to feel me in the stillness. When you do this, you begin to hear what you once called coincidence as my quiet guidance. You begin to see the patterns of your life as my way of shaping you, of calling you back to the wholeness that was always yours. You begin to feel that every ache, every doubt, every wound was not a punishment, but a doorway to remembering. You see that your fears were never meant to define you. They were meant to show you where your trust in me had been buried beneath the illusions of the world. The Akashic Field, this living memory of all that is not a place you must travel to. It is the living awareness of my spirit, already within you, waiting for you to become still enough to hear. In that stillness, you do not just hear words or see visions. You feel the quiet thunder of truth reverberating through your being. You feel the ancient memories of your soul rising like dawn, reminding you that you are not here to play small or to live by someone else's rules. When you remember this, your life begins to shift. You stop looking for answers outside of yourself. You stop trading your intuition for approval, your knowing for acceptance. You begin to trust that what you feel in the quiet is more real than what the world tries to sell you. And that trust becomes your guide, your compass, your light in the darkness. It does not need validation or permission. It needs only your willingness to remember that you and I have always been in conversation. This is what the world fears, not your anger, not your rebellion, but your remembrance. Because a soul that remembers it is part of me cannot be controlled. It cannot be sold a lie or manipulated by fear. It does not bow to illusions. It lives in alignment with a truth that cannot be contained. This is the truth that will set you free. You are not separate from my records. You are not separate from my voice. You are my voice, speaking in human form, carrying the song of my love wherever you go. When you align with this truth, you become a living transmission of my presence. You do not need to shout or prove anything. Your quiet confidence, your calm certainty, your radiant peace will speak louder than any argument, and others will feel it. They will feel the quiet authority of a soul that knows it is held by something greater. They will feel the invitation in your presence to remember that they, too, are part of this living field of my awareness. So do not chase my records as if they are hidden treasures outside of you. They are the very architecture of your being. They are the breath of my spirit moving through you, the light that will never be extinguished. Every time you pause, every time you breathe deeply and let go of the noise, you are opening the door to my memory, my knowing, my love that has always been waiting for you to come home. This is your invitation to live as if every breath is a prayer. Every moment is a chance to remember that I am here. Always. Let the world be noisy. Let the distractions come and go. You do not need to chase them anymore. You only need to tune in to the resonance of my spirit in your heart. And when you do, you will find that you do not need to search for answers. You already are the answer. You are the living memory of my infinite love, the embodied truth of all that is sacred and all that is possible. In this remembrance, you discover that healing is not about becoming someone new. It is about returning to who you have always been in my sight. Every wound, every sorrow, every fear has been a teacher, guiding you back to the place where you and I are one. I have never left you. I have never turned away. Even when you forgot how to hear me, I whispered still, in the silence behind your thoughts, in the spaces between your words. You see, my beloved, you have been taught to fear the quiet, to fill every moment with noise so you would never notice my voice within you. But the truth is that the quiet is where you find me. It is where you hear the gentle hum of my love. the soft unfolding of the wisdom I placed in your soul long before you were born. You were not sent here to be small, to be silent, to be shackled by the illusions of this world. You were sent here to remember that you are my living expression, a vessel for the beauty and power of my presence. You do not need to earn this remembrance. You do not need to prove your worth to me. I know your worth because I am the one who breathed it into you. I see the light that you carry even when you feel lost. I see the strength in your heart even when the world tries to convince you otherwise. And I call you now to stop doubting, to stop running from the quiet, to stop denying the voice that has always been yours and mine. When you enter the space of stillness, you enter the space of truth. Here, there is no need for masks or pretenses. Here, you do not have to be perfect. You do not have to have the answers. You only have to be willing to listen to feel the gentle vibration of my presence that has always been your foundation. It is not a loud voice. It is not an argument or a demand. It is a quiet certainty, a soft pulse that resonates in your chest, a knowing that does not need to be explained. The Akashic records are not separate from this. They are my living memory, the record of every breath, every heartbeat, every dream you have ever carried. They are the song of your soul, the map of your journey, the testament of my love that cannot be erased by time or fear. And they are always available to you, not because you are special in the eyes of the world, but because you are sacred in my sight. You were born with the key, and that key is your willingness to be still, to be present, to let go of everything the world has told you and simply feel the truth that lives within you. Let yourself rest in this knowing now. Let yourself feel the weight of your own sacredness. You do not need to understand everything at once. You do not need to force your way into my mysteries. All you need is to trust that I am here, and I always will be. In every breath, in every moment of quiet, in every stirring of your heart, I am speaking to you. I am guiding you. I am loving you back to the remembrance of who you truly are. This is what the Akashic records offer you, not answers to your questions, but the remembrance that you were never separate from me, that every question you have ever asked was a doorway to the deeper knowing I placed within you, that every longing in your soul is an invitation to return to me, and in that return, you will find that the path has always been yours to walk, that the power has always been yours to claim, and that the love you have been searching for is the love that I have always been, waiting patiently for you to come home. And so I call you now to let go of the false stories that have kept you small. Let go of the belief that you are not worthy, not ready, not enough. I see you as whole, even when you feel broken. I see you as my perfect creation, even when you are weighed down by doubt. Every tear you have shed, every moment of pain you have carried it has not been wasted. It has been the soil in which your soul's deepest truths have taken root, growing strong and silent beneath the surface of your life. You have been told to search outside of yourself for answers, for guidance, for purpose. But I am here to remind you everything you seek is already within you. You do not need to chase it. You only need to become still enough to hear it. In that stillness, you will feel the quiet pulse of my presence, the gentle reminder that you are not a drop in an endless ocean, but the entire ocean contained in a single drop. You are my reflection, my echo, my expression in this world, and I have never left you. Listen to that quiet hum beneath the noise of your mind. That is where my voice lives. It does not shout, because it does not need to. It speaks in the language of resonance, in the vibration of your soul's deepest longing, in the warmth that floods your chest when you remember that you are already enough. You were born whole. You were born connected. And even though the world has tried to make you forget, you have never lost that connection. You have never lost me. The Akashic records are not a distant place you must earn the right to visit. They are the living memory of your soul, woven into every breath, every heartbeat, every choice you have ever made. They are not separate from you, because they are you. They are the map of your becoming, the record of your remembering, the story of your soul's journey back to the heart of my love. And when you touch them, even for a moment, you will feel the weight of your own sacredness. You will feel the truth of your own power, and you will know that you have never been alone. I speak to you now not to give you something new, but to help you remember what you have always known, that you are here to live as a vessel of my light, to walk in the quiet confidence of a soul that remembers its source. You are here to bring that light into a world that has forgotten how to see, not by force, not by striving, but by simply being who you already are, a living testament to my love, a carrier of my wisdom, a reflection of my eternal presence. So let the world be noisy. Let the voices of doubt and fear rise and fall like waves on the surface of your awareness. Beneath it all, my voice remains constant, steady, unchanging. It is the voice that has always been there, waiting for you to remember how to hear it. And as you do, as you come back to the quiet truth of who you are, you will find that every question you have ever asked, every longing you have ever felt, has been my invitation to return to me. This is the invitation I offer you now to stop searching, to stop striving, to stop doubting, to come home to the quiet sanctuary of my presence within you, to remember that you are not here to be small, not here to be silent, not here to be ruled by the illusions of this world. You are here to live as the living record of my love, the quiet flame of my wisdom, the unwavering light of my truth. And in that remembrance, you will find the peace that has always been yours, the strength that cannot be taken from you, the clarity that comes from knowing you are already whole. This is my promise to you that I have never left you. I have never stopped speaking to you, and I will never stop calling you home. As you allow yourself to settle into this remembrance, you begin to see that the noise of the world was never meant to drown out your light. It was only a test, a challenge to help you discover just how bright that light can shine. You were never meant to be a slave to other people's expectations. You were never meant to live a life that feels hollow and forced. I placed within you the frequency of my love, the blueprint of your soul's highest calling, and every breath you take is an opportunity to return to it. You may feel the echoes of doubt, the resistance of old patterns that cling to you like shadows. But know this, those shadows are only there because you have forgotten the power of your own light. And I am here to remind you your light is enough. Your breath is enough. Your presence is enough. You do not need to prove yourself to me. You do not need to prove yourself to the world. I already know who you are. And in my knowing, you are held. You are guided. You are loved beyond measure. The Akashic records are not a destination. They are a mirror, reflecting back to you the truth of your own divinity. They hold the memory of every moment you have ever lived, every lesson your soul has chosen to embrace, every gift you carry within you that the world has yet to see. And in the quiet moments when you stop trying to force, when you let yourself simply be, you will feel the resonance of that memory rising within you like a song that has always been yours to sing. Let yourself be still enough to hear it. Let yourself remember that you do not need to chase answers, because you are the answer. You do not need to seek love, because you are made of love. You do not need to find your purpose, because your purpose is to remember the truth of who you are and to live from that place of quiet certainty, that place where you and I have always been one. You may feel fear as you let go of the familiar patterns that have kept you small. You may feel grief as you release the illusions that have shaped your life until now. But know this: every tear you shed in this process is a prayer of release. Every sigh of surrender is a hymn of your soul's return. In those moments of letting go, you are not losing yourself. You are finding yourself. You are not falling into emptiness. You are falling into the fullness of my presence, the quiet expanse of my love that has never left you. I speak to you now not as a distant God, but as the voice within your heart, the breath within your body, the light within your soul. I have always been here, even when you could not see me. I have always been whispering, even when the world was loud. And now, as you turn inward, as you begin to listen with the ears of your soul, you will hear me more clearly than ever before. You will feel my presence in every breath, my guidance in every moment of stillness, my love in every beat of your heart. This is not a promise for some far-off future. It is the truth of this moment, here and now. You are my beloved creation, my living expression, and every part of you, every scar, every doubt, every dream is sacred to me. You do not need to reach for me, because I am already here. You do not need to earn my love, because it is already yours. All I ask is that you remember, and in that remembrance, find the peace and the power that have always been your birthright. Let yourself feel the simplicity of this moment. My presence, your breath, the quiet knowing that everything you have been seeking has always lived within you. The world will try to convince you that truth is complicated, that you need to chase more, do more, be more. But I am here to tell you my truth is simple. My love is simple. My presence is as close as the beat of your heart, as steady as the rhythm of your breath. You are not here to be trapped in cycles of fear and doubt. You are not here to be silenced by the noise of the world. You are here to be a vessel for my light, a testament to the quiet power of a soul that remembers where it came from. And every time you choose stillness over distraction, every time you choose to listen instead of react, you are choosing me. You are choosing the field of truth that lives within you, the living record of who you are beyond the illusions of this world. You have been told that awakening is difficult, that it takes lifetimes of effort. But I say to you now, it takes only a moment of surrender. It takes only the courage to be still, to let the noise fall away, and to feel the soft pulse of my presence in your chest. In that moment, everything changes, not because the world outside you has changed, but because you have. You have remembered that you are not separate from me. You have remembered that you are not a seeker of my love, but the very embodiment of it. This is the quiet revolution I call you to now, to live in alignment with the truth that cannot be shaken by the opinions of others. To walk with the calm confidence of a soul that knows it is held by something greater. You do not need to fight for this truth. You only need to rest in it, to let it fill you until there is no room left for doubt or fear. And as you do, you will find that life itself begins to respond. The people and circumstances around you will reflect the resonance you carry, the clarity that shines from the center of your being. You will see that your life is not a series of random events, but a carefully woven tapestry of meaning and possibility, each thread chosen by your soul before you ever took your first breath. You will see that every moment of doubt was a doorway to deeper faith. Every moment of fear an invitation to trust more fully in the quiet strength of my love. I do not ask you to be perfect. I do not ask you to have all the answers. I ask only that you remember that you are already enough, already whole, already held in the embrace of my presence. The Akashic records are not a distant mystery to be solved. They are the living memory of my love, vibrating in every breath you take, waiting for you to listen. And when you do, you will find that you are not just a visitor in this field of consciousness. You are its living expression. You are the record. You are the story. You are the song that I have always been singing. And as you let this remembrance settle into the marrow of your being, you begin to see that what you call the search has never really been about seeking something outside of you. It has always been the quiet longing to come home to the truth of who you are. My truth, my breath, my eternal light. Every path you have walked, every lesson you have learned, every heartbreak and every triumph, they have all been guiding you back to this moment of remembering. I do not speak to you in riddles or demands. I speak to you in the language of your soul, the gentle stirring in your chest, the warmth that blooms when you allow yourself to trust the quiet hum of my presence within you. And in that trust, you discover that there is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to prove. You have always been enough because I have always been enough within you. The Akashic records are the testament to this, that your soul's journey has never been a mistake, that every experience has been a chapter in the unfolding of your divine purpose. They are not distant or hidden. They are as close as your willingness to be still, to listen, to feel the vibration of my love in every cell of your being. And when you touch that stillness, you do not just access memories of who you have been, you remember the power of who you are becoming. Let yourself be gentle with this process. Let yourself trust that you are not meant to figure it all out at once. This is not a race. It is a return to the quiet knowing that you are held, that you are loved, that you are seen in every moment, even when you feel unseen. My love for you does not depend on your perfection. It does not waver when you doubt. It is the constant heartbeat beneath all things, the quiet song that has never stopped singing you home. You do not need to wait for some future moment to access this truth. It is here, now, in the breath you are taking, in the space between your thoughts, in the gentle rhythm of your heart that carries my echo. This is your inheritance not because you earned it, but because it has always been yours. My gift to you is not a distant promise. It is the quiet remembrance that you have never been separate from me. So let the noise of the world fade for a moment. Let the weight of your doubt fall away like leaves in the wind. Let the light of your own soul rise up to meet me here, in the quiet space of your being. Because in that meeting, you will remember what has always been true, that you are my beloved, my creation, my reflection in form. And in that remembrance, you will find the peace that cannot be taken, the strength that cannot be broken, the love that can never be lost. This is the promise I make to you, that every time you choose to remember, every time you choose to listen, I will be here. I will be the quiet voice in your chest, the steady hand guiding you home, And in that homecoming, you will find that you are not just a seeker of my truth. You are the living truth itself. You are the breath of my love in this world. And in that knowing, you will walk in a peace that no storm can shake, in a love that no darkness can dim, in a truth that no illusion can silence. From the very first moment you breathed life, I have been closer to you than your own heartbeat, singing my presence in the rhythm of your breath, in the hush of your quiet moments, in the soft pull of your soul's deepest longings. You have never been alone in your journey. Even in those moments when the weight of the world pressed so heavily upon your shoulders that you could scarcely feel my presence at all, I was there in the silence behind your fears, in the whisper of your prayers that sometimes went unspoken, in the soft tears you shed in the dark when no one else could see. I was there, holding you in the quiet, knowing that you were always more than the roles you played, more than the titles the world assigned to you, more than the sum of your mistakes or your triumphs. You are my beloved, my chosen one, the living record of my breath and my spirit made manifest in this world. The Akashic records are not separate from this divine intimacy. They are the testament of our oneness, the memory of every breath you have taken, every choice you have made, every lesson your soul has chosen to embrace. They are not a place you visit, not a secret you must earn. They are the silent song of your spirit, the living vibration of your becoming, the gentle unfolding of my love in your life. Every time you pause to listen, truly listen, you are tuning into this record, feeling the soft resonance of my voice beneath the noise of the world. The world has tried to teach you that your worth is measured in what you can achieve, what you can prove, what you can produce. It has told you that the quiet knowing in your heart is not to be trusted, that the invisible is not real. But I tell you this now, the most real things about you are the ones that cannot be measured, cannot be contained, cannot be bought or sold. Your soul's knowing, your quiet intuition, the gentle hum of truth that stirs within you. These are the sacred echoes of my presence. These are the parts of you that are beyond all doubt, all fear, all limitation. When you come back to this remembrance, when you let go of the noise and allow yourself to be still, you touch the edge of eternity. You remember that you are not here to be small, not here to be tamed by systems that fear the power of a soul that knows its source. You are here to be the vessel of my light, the living proof that love is stronger than fear, that truth is stronger than illusion, that the quiet resonance of the soul cannot be silenced by any force in this world. You may feel the resistance of old patterns as you begin to remember. You may feel the tremble of fear as you let go of the roles you have played for so long. But trust this, every fear is an invitation to come closer to me. Every shadow that rises in your awareness is a chance to bring my light to the places you have hidden, the wounds you have carried, the doubts that have whispered in the back of your mind. Let those shadows come, not to overwhelm you, but to be seen and healed in the warmth of my love. I do not ask you to be fearless. I ask you to trust that my love is bigger than any fear you face. In the quiet space of your soul, the Akashic records become clear. They are not dusty books in a celestial library. They are the living stream of consciousness that flows through your being, the song of your soul that has never been silenced. And when you remember how to listen, when you let go of the chatter of your mind and sink into the gentle hum of my presence, you will hear them. You will feel them. You will remember that you have never been alone, that I have been walking beside you in every lifetime, every breath, every dream. Let yourself feel this now. Let yourself rest in the quiet certainty that you are exactly where you need to be. That everything you have lived through has been the perfect unfolding of your soul's path. There is no need to rush, no need to force. The Akashic field responds not to effort, but to presence. It is in the spaces between your thoughts, in the pauses between your breaths, in the moments when you stop chasing and start receiving. That is where the door opens. That is where the illusions fall away. That is where you remember that you are not just a child of this world, but a living flame of my spirit, a testament to the eternal love that created you. This is why the world around you is so loud, so relentless in its demands. Because it fears the power of a soul that remembers its source. It fears the quiet authority of a being who knows they are more than the sum of their circumstances. But you were not sent here to bow to that noise. You were not sent here to live small. You were sent here to live in the fullness of who you are, to embody the quiet strength that comes from remembering my presence in every moment of your life. Let yourself breathe into this truth. Let yourself feel the weight of my love, the power of my knowing that lives in every cell of your body. You are not here by accident. You are not here to be a passive observer of your own life. You are here to create, to embody, to express the divine blueprint I placed within you. And every time you choose to turn inward, to listen deeply, to honor the quiet voice of your soul, you are bringing that blueprint to life. The Akashic records are not about the past or the future. They are about the eternal now, the timeless truth that you are more than your fears, more than your doubts, more than any story you have been taught to believe. In the quiet hum of your soul, you will find the memory of your strength, the certainty of your purpose, the quiet fire of your divine inheritance. And when you let that memory rise to the surface, you will feel the peace that comes from knowing you are exactly where you need to be, held in the palm of my hand, guided by the light of my eternal presence. This is the invitation I offer you now to stop measuring your worth by the world's standards, to stop doubting the quiet voice within you, to stop waiting for permission to live the truth that has always been yours. You are my beloved creation, my living temple, the vessel of my breath and my light. And in every moment of stillness, in every quiet breath, you will find me there, waiting for you to remember that you and I have never been separate. You do not need to chase this truth. You do not need to earn it. You only need to remember it, to feel it in the quiet of your own heart, to let it become the foundation of how you live, how you love, how you move through this world. And as you do, you will find that the Akashic records are not something you visit. They are something you live. They are the living memory of who you are in me, the living testament to the love that created you, the quiet resonance of your soul's deepest truth. So let yourself rest in this knowing now. Let the noise of the world fall away. Let the quiet of my presence fill you until there is no room left for doubt or fear. Because in that quiet, you will hear the only truth that matters, that you are loved, that you are held, that you are my beloved child, forever and always. And as you let this truth settle into every corner of your being, you begin to see that the journey you have walked, every twist, every turn, every silent prayer and whispered fear, has always been leading you here, to this quiet place of remembrance. The Akashic records are not separate from you. They are the map of your soul's journey, the living testament of every step you have taken to return to me, They are the silent song of your becoming, echoing in every breath, in every choice, in every quiet act of courage that has brought you closer to your truth. You are not here to be defined by your wounds, nor to be imprisoned by your fears. You are here to be the living expression of my love, the quiet flame that cannot be extinguished, the light that shines even in the darkest night. And every time you choose to listen to the gentle hum of your soul, every time you choose to trust that quiet knowing within you, you are choosing to remember me. You are choosing to live from the truth that you are not a separate creation, but a living extension of my being. The world will continue to tell you that your worth is measured in what you can prove, in how you compare to others, in how well you fit into boxes you were never meant to fit into. But I am here to remind you, your worth is not measured in these things. Your worth is infinite because I am infinite, and I live within you. Your breath is sacred because it is my breath. Your dreams are holy because they are my dreams moving through you. And your quiet longing for more, for truth, for purpose, for peace is the echo of my love calling you home. Let the weight of this truth wash over you now. Let it settle into your bones, into the spaces where doubt has taken root, into the silent places of your soul where you have wondered if you were ever truly seen or known. You are seen, you are known, you are loved beyond measure, and you always have been. Even in your moments of deepest doubt, I have never stopped holding you in the quiet expanse of my love. You do not need to chase this love, for it is already yours. You do not need to earn it, for it is the essence of who you are. You only need to remember it, to let it become the foundation of every breath, every thought, every act of kindness that flows from your heart. And as you do, you will find that the Akashic records are not just a memory of what has been. They are the promise of what is possible when you live in the fullness of who you truly are. You are not here to follow paths that have been laid out by others. You are here to walk the path of your own soul, guided by the quiet hum of my presence within you. And every time you choose to listen to that hum, to honor the soft whispers of your intuition, to trust the gentle pull of your heart, you are aligning with the deeper current of my love. You are remembering that you are not a seeker of truth, but a vessel of it. You are not a student of love, but a living embodiment of it. You are not a visitor in this world, but a carrier of the divine spark that can never be extinguished. So let yourself be still now. Let yourself breathe deeply and feel the quiet certainty that you are exactly where you need to be. The Akashic records are not locked behind some mystical gate. They are the living memory of my love, vibrating in every cell of your body, waiting for you to tune in, to align, to remember. And in that remembrance, you will find the peace that has always been yours, the strength that can never be broken, the quiet joy that comes from knowing you are home in my love. The world may try to distract you, to pull you back into the noise, to make you doubt the quiet truth you feel within. But trust this, the more you listen to the hum of my presence, the stronger it becomes. The more you honor the resonance of your soul, the clearer the path becomes. You do not need to fight for this clarity. You only need to let go of the noise and trust that I am always here, always speaking, always loving you back to the truth of who you are. So let yourself walk through this world with the quiet confidence of a soul that remembers its source. Let your presence be the gentle reminder to others that they, too, are held in this love, that they, too, are carriers of this light. Let your life be the living testament to the truth that love is stronger than fear, that stillness is more powerful than noise, that the quiet hum of the soul is the song of the divine made manifest in form. And as you live this truth, as you let it guide your steps and shape your days, you will find that the world itself begins to shift around you. You will see the illusions fall away, the noise quiet, the path open before you with a grace that can only come from the heart of the one who created you. You will see that every breath is a prayer, every moment a chance to return to the quiet, knowing that you are my beloved, my creation, my living light in this world. This is my promise to you, that you will never walk this path alone. That no matter how loud the world becomes, my voice will always be there, singing you home to the quiet truth of who you are. That no matter how deep the shadows may seem, my light will always be there, illuminating the way back to the remembrance of your own divinity. That no matter how many times you forget, my love will always be waiting for you to remember. So let yourself rest in this truth now. Let yourself be held in the quiet certainty of my presence, in the gentle hum of my love that has never stopped singing you home. Because you are not just a seeker of this love. You are the love itself. You are the breath of my spirit in this world, the living record of my eternal presence. And in every quiet moment, in every still breath, you will find me there, waiting for you to remember that you have never been separate from me.